CBS Sports' Jonathan Jones talking about the most likely destinations for John Harbaugh.
I won't give you numbers, but I'll give you teams.
Okay.
And what folks are saying is that the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants, in some order, are at the top of his list. And of course, it's easy to understand why. You have the New York Giants with the quarterback. You have the Atlanta Falcons in a very easy division. I say easy relative to the rest of the NFL. No one come at me there. The NFC South is easy. You have a number of offensive weapons there. It appears that they have a defensive coordinator that they will keep in place in Jeff Ulbrich, something that John Harbaugh would need to figure out. But those are just two options. I'm told from various sources that the Titans would be third. The Cleveland Browns have a chance, an opportunity. I think that the teams at the top would probably really have to screw up their pitches to John Harbaugh. But one thing I do want to clear up, I know there have been reports out there that he's going to demand a $20 million salary or else he's not even going to come there. He's going to demand full control over the roster or else forget about it. I'm told that that's not true. Obviously, John Harbaugh, by virtue of 2 decades of coaching experience and winning a Super Bowl, is going to command upwards of $15 million in average annual salary as a head coach of an NFL franchise. And obviously, he's going to have some personnel power, but demands like that, I'm told that that's just not real.
The other thing, Jeff, that is a selling point is Jimmy Haslam spends more money than anybody on the roster. And that's not an area that the Ravens normally do. And people in the NFL know the way they operate is usually they spend about 60 to 80 million more based on the way they pay out upfront bonuses.
Oh, there's something there that could be the allure, certainly. They've spent a lot of money. It didn't necessarily work out, obviously. But with maybe some changes, within, of course, the organization. And, look, again, with John, as much as everybody was excited he came into the building, I think a lot of people with John Harbaugh coming into the, building, even for an interview, it's going to give you some concern because, a guy that's been in this established, this long in one place, normally has your own people. But, and that's where I think it gets a little difficult when you rank necessarily these jobs, because I think everybody just kind of looks at the Cleveland record, certainly looks at the lack of success, and, they get their LOLs off, so to speak, but not really, getting in deep enough, certainly like, those of us, who, view this team, cover this team on a daily basis. Certainly the fans are educated and know how extreme Jimmy Haslam would be willing to go for the right coach, the right player. I mean, we already saw it. Granted, it was the worst trade in probably professional sports history, but there is not a challenge to upgrade this franchise one way or another that Jimmy Haslam would not satisfy financially.